Have you ever met a man in his 80s who moves like he's decades younger, confident, energetic, full of life? Meanwhile, someone in their early 60s can barely walk a few steps without gasping for breath or leaning heavily on a cane. What makes the difference? And more importantly, can you control how you age? It's one of the great puzzles of getting older. Why do some people thrive as they age, staying sharp, strong, and full of vitality, while others decline far too early? The truth might surprise you. It's not random. It's not purely genetics. And no, it's definitely not some secret magic only a few people are born with. The real answer? It comes down to a handful of simple, research-backed habits. These powerful lifestyle choices, proven by top scientists, can completely transform how you age, both physically and mentally. They can help you stay independent, sharp, and energized far into your later years. And that's exactly why you should stick with this video until the end. Because we're about to share 6 golden habits of healthy aging. Longevity secrets, supported by leading researchers from places like Harvard and the National Institute on Aging. These are practical, doable strategies that won't cost a fortune, and they don't require you to overhaul your entire lifestyle. But they will help you reclaim your vitality, protect your brain, and feel stronger every day, starting today. Before we dive in, I'd be truly grateful if you could support this message by liking the video. If you're new here and want to keep learning powerful, age-defying tips, consider subscribing and tapping the bell icon so you won't miss future uploads. If you enjoy this content, comment 1 below. If not, comment 0 so I can keep improving these videos for you. Now, let's get into the very first habit, one that may sound simple but holds incredible power to change your life. Daily walking. Yes, walking. Often underestimated because of its simplicity, this single activity can be nothing short of transformative. It doesn't require a gym membership, fancy equipment, or prior training. It's accessible to anyone, no matter your age or fitness level. And the best part? It's never too late to start. But don't think of it as just exercise. Walking is a natural, time-tested tool to combat the effects of aging. Every step you take sets off a wave of positive responses in your body. Your heart beats more efficiently, supporting cardiovascular health. Your lungs begin to expand with each breath, delivering more oxygen to your tissues and energizing your entire body. As your joints move, they stay lubricated, remaining flexible and resilient, helping you avoid the stiffness that so often creeps in with age. Even the muscles that seem minor are engaged, quietly working to support your strength and improve your balance with every step. But here's where walking truly becomes transformational. Its power grows the more consistently you do it. Research from Harvard Medical School highlights this beautifully. Just 30 minutes of daily walking can cut your risk of heart disease by up to 40%. That's not just an impressive number. It's a meaningful shift toward a longer, healthier life filled with mobility and independence. And that's just the beginning. Walking has also been shown to lower blood pressure, improve cholesterol profiles, and boost insulin sensitivity, key factors in reducing the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. For anyone over the age of 60, these benefits aren't optional. They're essential. These are the very issues that, if left unchecked, can chip away at your quality of life, one small symptom at a time. Remember, your body was designed to move. The old saying, use it or lose it, is more than a catchy phrase. It's biological truth. Take, for example, the story of Raymond, a 73-year-old retired mechanic living in Ohio. A few years ago, Raymond found himself winded just walking across his living room. Climbing stairs felt like hauling sandbags. My legs were like lead, my thinking was foggy, and I figured this was just aging, he shared. But his doctor gave him an unexpected prescription. Start walking, just 10 minutes a day. At first, it wasn't much. Raymond would shuffle down his street, taking slow, cautious steps. But he stuck with it. Slowly, those 10-minute walks turned into 1 mile, then 2. Over the course of 2 years, he transformed his daily habit into a 2-mile morning routine. Today, Raymond moves without a cane. His chronic back pain? Gone. His energy? Restored. "It feels like I got 10 years of my life back," he said with pride. And he didn't become an athlete. He simply took control, one step at a time. But the impact of walking doesn't stop with your body. It's also a powerful force for mental and emotional well-being. A study from Stanford University found that walking can actually increase creative thinking by up to 60%, igniting creativity, generating new ideas, and unlocking clearer problem-solving. The gentle rhythm of walking, especially when done outdoors, acts like a mental reset button. The movement, the fresh air, the change of scenery, all work together to reduce stress, ease symptoms of depression, and lift your mood through the natural release of endorphins. For seniors, this mental clarity is more than just a nice benefit. It's vital. A clear mind supports sharper memory, better decision-making, and emotional resilience in the face of life's challenges. It helps you stay mentally agile and emotionally balanced, even as the years pass. And here's something simple yet powerful. Walking outside exposes you to sunlight, a natural and effortless way to boost your vitamin D levels. That vitamin D plays a key role in maintaining healthy bones and supporting your immune system. In other words, the sun on your skin during a walk isn't just pleasant, it's part of your body's defense strategy. Now, picture this for a moment. You're 85 years old, but instead of being bound to a wheelchair or stuck inside all day, you're out walking a familiar trail, the same one you enjoyed in your 50s. The birds are singing, the breeze brushes gently across your face, and the warmth of the sun rests softly on your back. Each step feels steady and strong. You're not rushing, you're simply moving forward, confidently and calmly. That's the real promise of daily walking. It's not about perfection. It's not a race. It's about consistency. It's about showing up for yourself, day after day, and building a habit that respects where you are today while preparing you for a stronger tomorrow. And the beauty of walking? It's flexible. You don't need to dedicate an hour or climb a mountain. You can start small. 5 minutes around your block, a slow stroll after dinner, or even pacing your hallway during commercial breaks. Every step matters. Every single one sends a message to your body. I'm still here. I'm still taking care of myself. For older adults looking for a natural, reliable way to stay healthy, walking remains unmatched. It adapts to your life. Whether you're healing from an injury, managing a long-term condition, or just trying to stay active, walking is there for you. Want a moment of solitude? Walk alone and let your thoughts flow freely. Craving connection? Invite a friend and share stories as you move. That simple act of walking together can also fight off loneliness, an often overlooked threat to brain health. Walk slowly if that's what your body needs. Or pick up the pace and feel your heart working just a bit harder. Either way, you're doing something powerful. That's your cardiovascular system thanking you for the movement. Because the real secret to aging gracefully isn't trying to turn back the clock. It's learning how to move forward with strength, purpose, and vitality. Walking isn't just a physical habit. It's a statement. A powerful declaration that you care about your well-being today and tomorrow. It may be the simplest habit you can adopt, but it holds one of the greatest rewards. It says to your future self, I've got your back. So go ahead, lace up those shoes, step outside, and start rewriting the story of your health, one step at a time. Now, let's talk about habit 2. Nourish your body for a longer, better life. This second habit shifts the way we think about food, not just as something to keep us alive, but as something that helps us thrive. Nutrition isn't only about calories or carbs, it's communication. Every bite you take sends a message to your body. It tells your cells whether to strengthen and repair, or to break down and deteriorate. For those over 50, this message becomes even more critical. Issues we tend to blame on age, like brittle bones, constant fatigue, or a cloudy mind, often don't start in the bones or the brain. They start on the plate. As we grow older, our bodies don't need less nutrition. They need more. More of the right things to fight inflammation, support the immune system, and help damaged cells heal. Yet far too many older adults unknowingly fall into a dangerous pattern, choosing convenience over nourishment. It's easy to see why. Fast food, frozen dinners, packaged snacks. They're quick, affordable, and require little effort. But over time, those choices come with a hidden price. They quietly stoke inflammation, accelerate the aging process, and raise the risk of chronic illnesses like heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. Take Evelyn, for example. A 68-year-old woman from Arkansas, Evelyn followed a diet that looked familiar to many. Toast and coffee in the morning, a quick deli sandwich at lunch, and microwave dinners in the evening. It felt easy and routine, but after a few years, the effects caught up with her. Her blood pressure climbed, her energy plummeted, and her joints ached constantly. "I thought it was just part of getting old," she admitted. She assumed it was just the natural course of aging. "I thought this was just what happens when you get older," Evelyn recalled. But her doctor gave her a wake-up call that changed everything. "You're feeding disease, not health." That moment shifted her mindset. Evelyn didn't overhaul her entire lifestyle overnight. She started small, adding real, vibrant foods to her plate. A handful of spinach with her morning eggs, roasted carrots at lunch, a colorful salad each evening. Little by little, those choices added up. Within 6 months, the results were undeniable. She lost 15 pounds, her cholesterol dropped, and she experienced a clarity of mind she hadn't felt in years. And no, Evelyn didn't follow some strict, joyless diet. She simply returned to foods that looked like they came from the earth, whole, natural, and nutrient-rich. That's the heart of senior nutrition, choosing foods that support your body's ability to age with resilience and strength. Let's break it down. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens are loaded with vitamin K, an essential nutrient that strengthens your bones and lowers your risk of fractures, a real concern for anyone over 60. Fatty fish, like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, offer omega-3 fatty acids that help preserve cognitive function and protect the heart. Whole grains such as oats, quinoa, and brown rice provide steady energy, avoiding the blood sugar roller coasters that drain your focus and mood. Berries, small but powerful, are packed with antioxidants that fight oxidative stress and help your body stay sharp. And don't forget nuts and seeds. They deliver healthy fats and plant-based proteins that help maintain muscle mass and keep you feeling full. But there's another piece many people overlook: hydration. As we age, our natural sense of thirst dulls. But that doesn't mean our bodies stop needing water. On the contrary, proper hydration is essential for regulating body temperature, flushing out toxins, and helping nutrients reach every cell. Yet many older adults live in a state of mild dehydration without even realizing it. The result? More fatigue, increased joint pain, and sometimes even mental fog. The fix? Simple swaps. Replace sugary drinks and soda with water, or try herbal teas. Add a slice of lemon, cucumber, or mint to enhance the flavor without adding sugar. Research backs this up. A study published in Neurology found that older adults who followed a Mediterranean-style diet, rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, had up to a 30% lower risk of cognitive decline. This isn't just about eating, it's about prevention on your plate. And let's be honest, this doesn't require perfection. You don't have to count every calorie or swear off every indulgence. Enjoying a slice of birthday cake or your favorite dessert every now and then is perfectly fine. The problem arises when those indulgences become daily habits, when processed meats, sugary cereals, and packaged snacks become the norm rather than the exception. These foods aren't harmless. They inflame your joints, cloud your thinking, and slowly rob you of your energy, accelerating the aging process one bite at a time. It all starts from within. Doctors across the world consistently point to nutrition as one of the most powerful pillars of healthy aging, because unlike genetics or time, it's something you get to control multiple times a day. Think about that. Every time you eat, you make a choice that can either support or sabotage your health. The rule is simple. If it doesn't resemble something that comes from nature, chances are it's working against you. But here's the good news. You don't have to flip your entire diet upside down overnight. Start small. Add a handful of leafy greens to your breakfast. Swap out those chips for a crisp apple or a handful of berries. Try preparing a new vegetable dish for dinner. These small, thoughtful choices build momentum, and over time, they lay the groundwork for more energy, clearer thinking, and lasting vitality. Eating well isn't about strict rules, deprivation, or chasing a number on a scale. It's about something deeper, empowerment. It's about choosing foods that help preserve your independence, protect your memory, and reduce your risk of diseases that too often get blamed on aging alone. Here's a quick but powerful exercise. Open your fridge. What do you see? Are the shelves stocked with colorful produce, whole foods, and ingredients that nourish your body? Or are they filled with processed, packaged items that slowly pull your energy down? Every meal is a chance to vote for your future, to fuel a body that moves with strength and a mind that stays sharp. It's not just about living longer. It's about living better, richer, fuller, with purpose. So why not start today? Make one meal fresh. Make it colorful. Make it intentional. Your body and your future will thank you. If you're still here, still watching this video and finding value in these insights, drop a comment below with the number 1 so I know you're with me. Thank you for your time. It truly means a lot. Now let's move on to habit 3. Prioritize mental fitness to preserve your cognitive vitality. As we grow older, conversations about health often center on the physical, keeping joints flexible, maintaining muscle tone, protecting heart health. And while these are undeniably important, there's another piece that doesn't get the attention it deserves: your mind. Cognitive strength is just as vital as physical strength. And here's a powerful truth. Memory decline isn't an automatic part of aging. It's often the result of mental neglect, not inevitability. Just like muscles weaken without exercise, your brain loses sharpness if you don't challenge it regularly. You prioritize movement to keep your body strong. But what are you doing to keep your mind agile? It often starts with subtle signs. Forgetting a name, missing an appointment, misplacing the keys. Harmless, right? At first, maybe. But over time, these moments can pile up, leading to frustration and even fear. Fear that your mind is beginning to slip away. But here's where things shift in your favor. Because the truth is empowering, you can take active steps to protect and even enhance your brain's performance by building daily habits that consistently challenge and stimulate your mind. Because mental fitness isn't about avoiding the aging process. It's about arming your brain with the tools it needs to thrive for decades to come. It's about protecting your identity, your memories, your ability to connect meaningfully with the world around you. Let's look at the science behind it. Contrary to common belief, cognitive decline is not a guaranteed part of aging. Research, including findings from the National Institute on Aging, clearly shows that with the right mental engagement, you can significantly slow and in many cases prevent memory loss. Not only that, but you can also improve overall brain function. Your brain is incredibly adaptable. Even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond, it can form new neural connections, a remarkable process known as neuroplasticity. But just like any other muscle in your body, your brain requires regular, intentional use to stay strong and responsive. Without stimulation, it can weaken. But with consistent challenges, it becomes more resilient and sharper over time. So what can you do to maintain cognitive strength? Let's explore some practical daily habits that nurture long-term brain health. First, reading. Social interaction is one of the most underrated brain boosters we have. Engaging in real, meaningful conversations, whether you're telling stories, debating an idea, or simply chatting with a friend, forces your brain to think in real time. It must recall facts, respond emotionally, adapt to different perspectives, and follow the flow of dynamic dialogue. A 2020 study from the Mayo Clinic revealed a compelling insight. Seniors who remained socially active experienced significantly slower rates of cognitive decline than those who were more socially isolated. Why? Because conversation lights up the brain. It activates regions responsible for memory, language, empathy, and emotional regulation. And sometimes, the shift starts with just one choice. Consider Martha, a 70-year-old retired teacher from Minnesota. After retirement, she began to notice small things, forgetting appointments, struggling to remember familiar names. Concerned that her mind was slipping, she didn't wait for it to get worse. She took initiative. Martha began each morning by reading a chapter from a novel. She played word games on her tablet and even signed up for a beginner Spanish course at her local community center. A few months in, the difference was remarkable. "It's like my mind woke up again," she said. "I feel more present, more alert, and I'm actually enjoying it." Her story illustrates something powerful. Mental fitness isn't just about slowing decline, it's about reigniting joy, purpose, and curiosity. Why does fun matter? Because enjoyment is not just a bonus, it's essential for brain health. When you engage in something pleasurable, your brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter that not only boosts your mood, but also strengthens neural pathways and enhances motivation. In short, fun reinforces learning. That's why it's so important to choose activities you genuinely enjoy. Whether you love reading historical fiction, solving puzzles, painting, or catching up with friends over coffee, the key is consistency. When the activity feels rewarding, it's no longer a chore. It becomes a highlight of your day. And that's what sustains long-term brain health. Small steps, big impact. You don't need to drastically change your routine or schedule hours of brain training every day. Even just 15 to 20 minutes spent reading, doing a quick puzzle, or having a thoughtful conversation can make a lasting difference. Even something as simple as a heartfelt conversation can deliver tremendous benefits to your brain. What matters most isn't the length or intensity, it's the consistency. These small, intentional choices add up over time. They build a strong foundation of cognitive resilience that safeguards not only your memory, but your sense of identity, your relationships, and your life's narrative. Because let's face it, your memories aren't just random facts. They're the threads that weave together your personal story. They hold your milestones, your laughter, your lessons. To lose them is more than just forgetting where you left your keys. It's losing pieces of yourself and the people you love. When you prioritize mental fitness, you're doing more than just keeping your mind sharp. You're protecting your ability to live with awareness, curiosity, and connection. You're holding on to the very essence of what makes life meaningful. So the next time you reach for your phone or turn on the TV, pause and ask yourself, is this helping my mind stay strong or letting it grow weaker? Feed your brain with stories that move you. Give it challenges that stretch you. Seek out human connections that remind you you're not alone. That's how you protect not just your memory, but your identity. And if you're still watching this video and these insights are resonating with you, go ahead and comment the number 2 below. It lets me know you're still here with me, and I appreciate you taking this time for your health. Now let's move on to habit 4. Build and maintain strength to age with power. Too often, aging is unfairly linked with weakness or frailty. But here's the truth. The problem isn't age, it's muscle loss. A condition known as sarcopenia. And it doesn't just show up in your 70s or 80s. Sarcopenia can start as early as your 40s and accelerates after 60, quietly reducing muscle mass and strength in ways that can steal your independence if left unchecked. But here's the good news. This process isn't set in stone. In fact, you can slow it down, stop it, or even reverse it with regular, intentional resistance training. And strength? It's about far more than lifting weights. It's about preserving your freedom, your ability to stand up without help, carry groceries without strain, or climb stairs without fear. Strength fuels confidence, mobility, and that inner spark that lets you keep participating in the life you love. So what exactly is sarcopenia? It's not just a medical term, it's a silent thief. It creeps in gradually, making everyday tasks more difficult. Things like getting out of a chair, walking with stability, or holding a bag of groceries can become unexpected challenges. And if left unaddressed, sarcopenia dramatically increases the risk of falls, something the CDC identifies as the leading cause of injury in adults over 65. But here's the empowering part. Sarcopenia is not inevitable. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that with regular strength training, older adults can rebuild muscle mass, improve balance, and enhance their overall vitality, and improve balance while also boosting bone density, even well into your 70s and beyond. Let's talk about the real power behind this transformation. Resistance training. Resistance training, any activity that challenges your muscles to work against an opposing force, is the foundation for preserving strength as you age. And no, this doesn't mean you need to hit the gym for hours or lift heavy weights. In fact, some of the most effective movements are simple, low impact, and completely accessible. Bodyweight exercises like chair-supported squats, wall push-ups, or even arm curls using water bottles or canned goods can make a significant impact. It's not about building bulky muscles. It's about keeping the strength and coordination you need to move independently and confidently each day. Need proof? Let's look at a real-life example. Meet Alan, a 74-year-old retired postman from North Carolina. One day, after a minor fall in a supermarket parking lot, his doctor delivered a clear warning. Muscle loss was making him vulnerable to more serious injuries in the future. That moment became Alan's turning point. He didn't jump into an intense workout routine. Instead, he started small, just 5 minutes a day. A few wall push-ups here, a few curls with light dumbbells there, and some supported squats using his living room chair. 3 months later, the change was remarkable. "I'm not just more stable, I'm actually stronger," Alan shared. "I can stand up from my recliner without using my arms for support. I feel more in control of my body." Alan's story reveals something every one of us should remember. You don't need perfection. You need consistency. Tiny efforts, repeated over time, can create transformation. So what are some practical steps you can take to start building strength today? Step 1. Begin with body weight movements. If you're just getting started with strength training, focus on using your own body as resistance. Try wall push-ups, chair-assisted squats, or seated leg lifts. These movements are gentle on your joints, yet incredibly effective for activating key muscle groups. Step 2. Add light resistance. You don't need fancy equipment. Household items, like filled water bottles or soup cans, make great makeshift weights. Use them for simple curls or shoulder presses. Once you feel confident, consider adding resistance bands or light dumbbells to your routine for added challenge. Step 3. Stay consistent. According to the National Institute on Aging, just 2 strength training sessions a week can significantly improve muscle mass, balance, and bone health. Even sessions as short as 10 to 15 minutes can create meaningful results. It's not about doing it perfectly. It's about doing it regularly. Step 4. Focus on functional strength. Choose exercises that mirror everyday actions, like standing up from a chair, lifting groceries, or climbing stairs. These movements help prepare your body for real-world tasks, making daily life easier and safer. Because strength training isn't just about muscle, it's about freedom. It's about having the confidence to live life without hesitation. When weakness sets in, hesitation follows. And when you hesitate, you begin to withdraw from movement, from opportunities, and from the life you once enjoyed. The simple joys you once loved, like strolling through the park or playing freely with your grandchildren, can begin to feel out of reach. But here's the truth. Building strength gives you back more than just physical ability. It brings back confidence. It improves posture, enhances balance, and most importantly, reduces that quiet fear of falling that holds so many back. And the emotional impact? It's powerful. Every small win, lifting a grocery bag without strain or walking with steadier steps, serves as a reminder. You're not fading. You're rebuilding. You're choosing to reclaim your life, one movement at a time. Why does it matter so much? Because strength is more than muscle. It's the foundation of independence. It's the difference between living on your own terms and needing help with life's basic tasks. When you commit to resistance training as a non-negotiable part of your routine, you're doing more than exercising. You're investing in your freedom to move, to explore, to participate in the world around you. Aging doesn't steal your strength. Inaction does. But your body is ready. It's always ready to respond to challenge. So start today, even if it's just with a single squat or a gentle push-up at the edge of your kitchen counter. Each movement is more than a rep. It's a vote for a stronger, more vibrant you. Habit 5. Embrace social connection as a lifeline for longevity. You could follow the best diet, exercise consistently, and get excellent sleep. But if you lack meaningful connection with others, you're missing a vital part of the longevity equation. Social connection isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a biological necessity, especially as we age. Loneliness isn't only emotional. It's a legitimate health risk, on par with smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's not a metaphor. According to a 2018 study published in Perspectives on Psychological Science, chronic loneliness increases the risk of early death by 26%. It heightens inflammation, weakens immune function, and accelerates cognitive decline. On the flip side, strong social bonds have been proven to enhance both physical and mental health, making them one of the most powerful and often overlooked factors in aging well. The science is clear. Human beings are wired for connection. Social interaction releases oxytocin, a hormone that calms stress, lifts mood, stabilizes heart rate, and supports immune health. It also plays a major role in preserving cognitive sharpness. A 2021 study in the Journal of Gerontology revealed that older adults who remained socially active were significantly less likely to develop depression or dementia. The takeaway? Relationships are protective. They act like a buffer, shielding you from the health risks that isolation so often brings. And it doesn't take grand gestures. Even short conversations, a quick hello to a neighbor, a phone call with an old friend, can spark measurable benefits for your brain and body. Consider the story of Carolyn, a 76-year-old widow from Arizona. After her husband passed away, her children moved out of state. Carolyn found herself spending most of her days alone. At first, she told herself she was fine. She filled the silence with TV, books, and errands. But her health started telling a different story. She began experiencing sleepless nights. Her blood pressure crept higher. Her memory felt foggy, and her motivation faded. She couldn't quite explain what was missing until everything changed. That shift came when she decided, almost on a whim, to join a local book club. What started as weekly discussions about novels turned into something deeper. Shared laughter, friendly debates, the joy of being heard. "I didn't realize how much I missed hearing someone say my name," Carolyn said softly. Her story is more than touching. It's a reminder. Connection isn't just about companionship. It's about rediscovering your place in the world. So how can you begin to strengthen your own social ties? Here are some practical, manageable ways to reconnect. 1. Reach out to someone, pick up the phone, send an email, or go old school. Write a handwritten letter to a friend or relative you haven't spoken to in a while. Sometimes, one heartfelt conversation is all it takes to reignite a meaningful connection. 2. Get involved locally. Look for community groups that align with your interests. Book clubs, gardening meetups, church groups, or volunteer programs at libraries and senior centers can offer more than just activity. They offer purpose. And they're full of people also looking for connection. 3. Use technology to bridge the gap. If mobility or distance is a challenge, don't let that stop you. Video calls, social media, or online forums are powerful tools for staying in touch with loved ones or meeting like-minded people across the world. 4. Start small. You don't need a long conversation to feel seen. Even a brief chat with your neighbor, a smile to the cashier at your grocery store, or a good morning to someone walking by can brighten your day and theirs. These small interactions remind you that you still belong to something bigger, a community. And the rewards? They go far beyond emotion. Connection expands your world. It brings joy, meaning, and a deeper sense of belonging that nourishes both body and mind. Social engagement has been shown to lower stress hormones, reduce blood pressure, and boost immune function. Emotionally, it increases resilience, giving you strength to face life's ups and downs with more grace. Whether you're laughing over coffee, sharing thoughts in a book discussion, or simply sitting in silence with someone who understands you, these are the moments that remind you, you matter. You are seen, heard, and valued. If you're feeling isolated, don't wait. Connection isn't something that magically appears. It's something you seek intentionally. Reach out, say hello, join something new. It doesn't take a crowd to feel connected. Sometimes, just one or two caring people can make a profound difference in your life. Your heart will feel it, your brain will benefit, and your future self will thank you. Because social connection isn't just a remedy for loneliness, it's a prescription for longevity, a key ingredient for a healthier, more joyful, and more meaningful life. And if you're still here watching this video and finding these insights helpful, please comment the number 3 below. It lets me know you're still with me, and I deeply appreciate your time and presence. Now, let's move forward to Habit 6. Habit 6. Prioritize deep sleep for holistic health. In our fast-paced world, sleep is often the first thing we sacrifice. But when it comes to aging well, that's a costly mistake. Sleep isn't a luxury. It's a vital process that your body depends on every single night. Think of it as your built-in repair system, quietly working behind the scenes to restore and reset your mind and body. When you sleep deeply and consistently, your body repairs tissues, balances hormones, and builds immunity. Your brain clears out toxins, files away memories, and resets emotional stability. But when your sleep is fragmented or too short, the impact is immediate and lasting. Poor sleep doesn't just make you groggy. It clouds your memory, throws off your metabolism, raises inflammation, and chips away at your focus and mood. As we age, quality sleep becomes more elusive, but that doesn't mean it's out of reach. In fact, prioritizing sleep may be one of the most powerful longevity habits available. Let's take a quick dive into the science. During the deepest stages of sleep, your brain performs what's known as nighttime maintenance. It clears out waste products that build up during the day, consolidates short-term memories into long-term storage, and regulates stress hormones like cortisol. Your body also balances insulin levels during this time, which plays a major role in maintaining steady energy and blood sugar throughout the day. According to a 2023 study from the National Sleep Foundation, older adults who regularly got 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep showed better cognitive performance, reduced inflammation, and stronger cardiovascular health compared to those with irregular or poor sleep habits. Still, Aging does change the way we sleep. It often becomes harder to fall asleep, and even harder to stay asleep through the night. But that's not a flaw. It's simply your body asking for an adjustment. Let's look at a real-life story that shows just how impactful better sleep can be. Michael, a 67-year-old from Colorado, began noticing how often he'd wake up during the night. He felt foggy in the mornings, unmotivated during the day, and couldn't figure out why his energy had flatlined. His doctor prescribed a sleep aid, but the side effects left him feeling even worse. So Michael made a bold decision. Instead of relying on medication, he redesigned his bedtime routine. No screens after 8 o'clock p.m., gentle stretching before bed, a consistent wind-down schedule every night. Within weeks, he noticed a shift, not just in sleep, but in everything. "I didn't just sleep better," Michael said. "I started thinking clearly again. My blood pressure dropped. My energy returned. It was like waking up to a better version of myself." Michael's story reveals an important truth. Sleep doesn't just rest your body, it rejuvenates your life. So how can you improve your sleep starting tonight? Here are a few practical steps. 1. Create a sleep-friendly environment. Keep your bedroom cool, ideally between 60 and 67 degrees. Make sure it's dark and quiet. Use blackout curtains or a sleep mask to block out light, and consider using a white noise machine or a fan to help drown out background noise and create a more peaceful setting. 2. Establish a consistent routine. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps reinforce your circadian rhythm, your body's natural internal clock, which becomes more sensitive with age. A stable rhythm trains your body to expect sleep at a certain time, making it easier to fall and stay asleep. 3. Limit screen time before bed. Avoid bright screens, such as phones, tablets, or televisions, at least 1 hour before bedtime. These devices emit blue light, which suppresses melatonin, the hormone responsible for telling your body it's time to sleep. If you've ever stayed up scrolling and felt wired afterward, now you know why. 4. Create a calming wind-down routine. Instead of screen time, opt for relaxing activities in the hour before bed. Read a book, try deep breathing or meditation, or listen to gentle, soothing music. Even journaling can help quiet a racing mind by allowing you to release lingering thoughts and worries from the day. 5. Be mindful of your evening habits. Avoid caffeine late in the day, skip heavy or spicy meals close to bedtime, and limit how much liquid you drink in the evening. These small changes can prevent sleep disruptions, whether it's tossing and turning or frequent trips to the bathroom, that pull you out of deep, restorative rest. Now, why does sleep matter so much? Because it's the foundation that supports every other healthy habit in your life. Without good sleep, everything else becomes harder. Exercise feels more exhausting. Healthy food choices feel less rewarding. Even your desire to connect with others starts to fade. Sleep doesn't just recharge your body. It restores your mind, lifts your mood, and strengthens your ability to heal, grow, and thrive. For older adults, quality sleep is especially vital. It reduces the risk of serious conditions like heart disease and type 2 diabetes. It enhances your ability to focus and sharpens cognitive function. In short, sleep isn't just rest. It's resilience. Think of it as the glue that holds your wellness routine together. It amplifies the effects of movement, nutrition, and social connection. Without it, those good habits don't get to work at their full potential. But here's the good news. You don't need perfect sleep every single night to feel the difference. Consistency matters more than perfection. Even a few solid nights of quality sleep per week can lower inflammation, improve clarity, and boost overall well-being. So start treating your bedtime like you would any other important health commitment. Make it sacred. Protect that time. Create space for rest with the same intention you bring to movement, meals, and mindset. Because when you prioritize deep sleep, you're not just ending your day, you're preparing your body and mind for a better tomorrow. It's time we stop treating sleep as something optional and instead recognize it for what it truly is: a powerful, daily gift we give ourselves. Ourselves, to stay sharp, steady, and strong. Growing older isn't the closing of your story. It's the beginning of a new, powerful chapter. One where you finally get to live life your way, with clarity, strength, intention, and purpose. It's the season where you bring wisdom into action and create a lifestyle that truly supports the vibrant life you deserve. The 6 golden habits we've explored together: daily walking, mindful eating, mental fitness, building strength, staying socially connected, and prioritizing deep sleep, aren't just tips. They are your roadmap to not just living longer, but to living better. These are tools to help you thrive physically, mentally, and emotionally. They're small, daily decisions that can lead to transformative change. And the best part? You don't need to start all at once. Just one intentional step today can lead to a stronger, more energized, more joyful version of you tomorrow. So, let's reflect. What's one habit you're ready to commit to today? Which of these 6 golden steps resonates most with where you are right now? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your insight and support you on your journey. If this video brought you value, please give it a like and leave your comment below. And don't forget to share it with someone you care about. It might be the inspiration they need to make a change. For more simple, practical advice on how to live healthier, fuller, and stronger after 50, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Healthy Aging Blueprint. Wishing you health, happiness, and peace on your journey ahead. And until next time, take care, and remember to subscribe to Healthy Aging Blueprint.